Hello ladies and gentlemen, Xcentauri here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, we're only using autopilot on infinite flight. And the main aim of this, so we're going to have to use it for the thrust initially on the runway. But I think it's going to be a good idea. You know, what could possibly go wrong? So we can't have a tail strike off takeoff, so we've got to be a little bit careful here. But yeah, so we've immediately had a tail strike off at takeoff, but that's fine. We'll keep going until we're airborne, and we'll just put our gear up a little bit. So we're going to imagine those tail strikes never happened. We're going to make a left turn because we also need to land. So we're airborne, not safely by all means, but we are airborne, and I can now use autopilot completely. So we're going to set the nav immediately. So we're going to go into settings here, I'm going to go to the runways, and we're looking at 26 left is our chosen runway and set nav 1. Now this will allow us to use the automatic approach setting in a minute, which will be pretty handy, and we should probably gain a little bit more altitude because we're extremely low right now. We're actually dangerously low because the terrain here isn't actually all flat. The terrain below us is actually higher than the airport over there, so that could have ended badly. Good job we did something. So yeah, so we need to try and land. So you can see here on the map, we need to continue our turning left turn. So I think it's like heading is 80 is the heading we need. So we'll just keep going until we get that there. So that's going to put us almost, oh, apparently not. Hopefully that heading should put us, or maybe it's literally heading 8 or something. 20 won't. So we need to be heading, oh, that's the speed. That's why. Guys, I've been changing the speed and not the heading. We need to get this aircraft a bit more speed or we're going to stall like that. So heading 80 is the correct heading. I did think that was a bit weird, and we're fine. So we shouldn't actually have to leave the cockpit view at any point during this video now, obviously unless we're just having a little browse, but there's no need for the HUD, so we can just browse like this and we can just have a look. So we're going to want to get to about 3,000 feet, which will be the end of the section. So we're going to try and get down here, so the end of final for London Gatwick Airport. So that's going to be the aim. So we're actually pretty steady, and we seem to be doing alright actually with autopilot. We don't necessarily need to go all the way to the end, but what we're going to do, so we're gonna knock up our speed to 240, then we're going to reduce it down to 190, put flaps at 1, make that left turn towards the runway, and put ourselves on base, and then we're going to enter final at around that as well, and then we can start playing with the automatic approach, which should be able to do it for us. So fingers crossed that's what will happen. But yeah, we're going to gain a bit of speed until we get to altitude, really until we pass these two waypoints here, and then we can start the reduction of speed to 190 and get work on our flaps. So we can really bring our flaps up now to 0. We don't necessarily need them whilst working at this velocity, and obviously the airport's there, so we want to make a left turn that won't overshoot for us. So fingers crossed we'll be able to do that, and I want to avoid using these spoilers until we really get there. So I mean, we've already had a tail strike, which was beyond ideal, but of course maybe next time we'll be able to fix that. So we're looking good here. It really does show how far autopilot has come for the fact that we're able to do this. So we're going to reduce the speed to 190. Oh, there we go. So 190 knots is the thing, and hopefully once we get to that, we'll be able to embark on our left turn. So that's pretty good. I'm feeling very confident about this. I think we're going to be able to do this pretty well. The question is, how well are we going to be doing on our descent? I think we'll be alright. You know, we'll have the localizer set in, and then obviously we'll have the glide slope, which APPR down here will automatically do for us, so we should be fine with that. My chair is squeaking at me. So we're at 190 knots. Bring the flaps down. I'm actually going to change the map to the arc view, just because it's a bit easier. And I think our flaps are down. Now there should be a symbol somewhere that tells you what the flaps are, but it doesn't matter. So we're going to go to heading, I want to say, is it 350? Which should put us 90 degrees on it. There we go, that's perfect. That's exactly what we want for now. And yeah, it doesn't appear to be a flap setting on it. I could have sworn there'll be a flap thing in the cockpit somewhere. Maybe it's here. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, that's weird. Maybe someone will know in the comments where the flaps are, because there definitely should be. Obviously, you got the oh, okay, it doesn't, that's speed brake. There's the flap thing literally there, but normally some aircraft like the A350, it comes up on the screen. So we're making a good turn. We're going to continue our turn now to just a few more, just a bit more. So we want to be at 260, which is the runway heading, hence runway 26. And that looks perfect. So we are coming in really well, actually almost exactly as I planned. And there's the runway just over there, so hopefully we don't overshoot our destined turn. I think we're going to, maybe. It's weird because on takeoff we evidently only made that turn to get there, but then on landing the turn's a lot wider. It's a little bit weird, but it looks like we're actually going to get away with it. And then once we're in that triangle, I'm going to put approach mode on and hope that nothing goes wrong. So actually we're making the turn in less, obviously due to the speed. Now I've pressed approach and it's going to jolt us about just for a little bit, but that's fine. We can handle that. So it's gonna do a very sharp left turn now. Oh, there we go. I was a bit earlier than anticipated, but that's fine. Now you can see on here that it's going to then pitch us down in a second because we're way above the glide slope. So for some reason it's not playing ball. If I put 0 on the altitude, hopefully it'll work. Let me just check that I've got that everything is alright for that. The correct, we're on 26 left, set nav on. Okay, that's good. For some reason it doesn't want to land. It's fine, we'll LNAV on, put approach and vertical speed must be enabled. So we enabled it. So I literally had it working earlier today. There we go. Is it going to do anything? Okay, it looks like we're going to have to play this the hard way then. If approach mode doesn't want to work, does it? Which is perfectly fine by me. We'll put our gear out. And this landing just got a whole lot tougher. There is actually, we can do on the airport on their arrivals, or is it the, ooh, we're messing up here. Sorry, it's the approach runway 26 left, select on the ILS, vectors to final, add to flight plan, and it should auto tune us. Fingers crossed it will work. Not sure if it is working, which is fine. Maybe we're gonna have to just use the LNAV then to jump us in and see if we're gonna enter the localizer zone. So I think we've evidently missed the zone on the approach here. If it jolts us up anytime now, we've done it right. We have done it right. Okay, so we're on it, which is fine. I'm going to bring our flaps to full now. We're making an absolute meal with this landing, but I think we've locked in and got it right. So we're going to arm the spoilers for our landing. Again, we're way too high, so it's pointing our nose down, which is fine. We can even reduce our speed more if necessary, but I don't think we're going to get much slower. But this is going to be a real bumpy landing, this. So we're going to get the outside view. Hopefully, we might get away with it. So again, we're not doing anything. We're just watching from the outside view, and it's landed, and the speed's on 0. So we're not doing anything yet as well. So this is all the aircraft. It's successfully landed and made ground. Hopefully, it's going to come to a full stop, which it looks like it will do. So yeah. So I suppose that's flying without manual pilot, which feels weird. But yeah. So if you guys enjoyed this, please feel free to like and subscribe, and hopefully we can see you in the next video. Good night.